Joining me now with more on Jacob's journey, close personal friend of America's Shaman, Chadwick. Thanks so much for being back with us, Chadwick. It's great to have you.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here. Wow.
I'm so glad to have you, and I'm so happy this day has finally arrived. I know it's been eagerly awaited. Tell us, have you talked to Jacob today since his release?
Yes, we are actually planning to do a podcast right after this interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you guys could check that out. I gotta say, man, that video you just played, I didn't realize how emotional I was. I brought a couple of tears out. I've been just so happy and overjoyed. This has been like a feeling of victory. But how can you not, if you're a person that loves humanity, loves this country, just has a good heart, how can you not hear those words, know what he's been through? A good friend of mine, Kelly J. Patriot, that you know as well, said that man should never pay for a meal again. And if I'm around him, he won't.
I think that's some solid words right there. I know it shouldn't be a partisan thing. I think it's become very divided, left versus right, Democrat, Republican. But I think anyone who looks at what happened and knows the real story can agree that he was treated unfairly and no one should have to endure what he went through. Can you give us a little overview of some of the hardest struggles for Jay? Because I know you've been there with him throughout the entire journey. What were some of the high points and the low points that he endured throughout this journey?
Man, I would say the high points is where he knows his message is going to go further than ever, that recognition.
Yeah.
The lowest point, I hate to ever even put out loud, any type of low points when you keep everything positive. But there was a time in solitary confinement, deep into it, 8 months into it or so, where I was on the phone with him. He said, Chadwick, I don't want to live anymore, but I don't want to die. He just had this feeling of defeat. Like, where's everyone at? I was just there supporting my country, loving, this country, and, trying to stand up for my constitutional rights. And now I'm sitting in a jail cell because of it. And that's a hard place to be, but not only in a jail cell, but solitary confinement. Gosh. Paul Gosar, to quote our congressman in Arizona, I spoke to him down at the border, and he said, an American citizen being held indefinitely is intolerable in this country. That should never happen. So to see Jake's message, his opening statement, right first off the bat, to say, I hold no animosity. I forgive them. I love these people and I pray for them. Yeah. Is something that I think is so shocking and is so needed from this individual, this person that did take such a huge sacrifice, know, and not at all to compare to Christ, but to be an example. And like he said, hey, to use this example, I endured a bunch right here, but I want to forgive these people, for they knew not what they were doing at the time. Let's see this as a positive thing, that we could get a bigger message out to a greater audience.
Absolutely. And not to dwell on the low points, but to be in that place and to have endured that and then come out of it, as you said, in such a positive light with such uplifted spirits. Truly, I think says a lot about his character and the person that he really is. And I just think that is so admirable and incredible that he can turn such an unfortunate situation around and make it more of a positive and help shed light on this issue that needs the truth, because we know we've been lied to time and time again for years now. So it's important that the truth gets out there, and I'm so glad that he is the face of this movement to help expose what really happened.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.